Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel, ProDraftScouting.com. Check out the website. I'm your host, LuigiTedone. Today we're talking NFL Scouting Combine. And no, this is not just going to be your Uncle Joe's, hey, this guy's a big riser. He ran real fast. It's not going to be quite like that. I'm going to leave a lot of my own opinions out of this one. We're going hacker level. This is a pro source list. If you guys are in the Discord, I already shared this info with you guys. If you're not in my Discord, some of these names will surprise you. No one's talking about some of these dudes. May also surprise you to hear that there are no fallers. Not as far as NFL teams go, not really. Nothing too drastic. 0 fallers on the quote-unquote official report. Just risers. No one on offense anyway. If you've been following the NFL draft, the scouting combine, you've kind of known that's always how it is. A lot of these guys really don't have that much to lose at the scouting combine as much as they have to improve their stock. It's more about the medicals and the interviews. Hear it all the time. Doesn't stop anyone on Twitter from posting their riser and follower list though, does it now? But here we go, guys. Taylen Green. Yeah, they're talking about Taylen Green. He's in the headlines. Ran a blazing 40. Measured in at 6'5.5", 227. Ran a 4.36. 43.5 vert. 11'2" broad jump. Ridiculous numbers, ridiculous. Before I even go any further, I'm gonna hit you guys with 3 words. Carbon fiber plates. That's what these kids are running with these days. State-of-the-art technology on their feet. These aren't granddad's Nikes, guys. If you follow track and field, you already know this. Records are falling all over the place. Something to keep in mind when you're seeing some of these times. And some of these leaps. So a lot of you guys already know this one. Taylen Green, he's a riser. He was probably looking at day 3 capital before the combine. I think he could sneak into round 3. Anything higher than that is just a waste of a pick, in my opinion. I really think he needs to switch positions. Hate me all you want. He's not really a great quarterback, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. He needs to change positions. People are gonna comp him to maybe a Colin Kaepernick. I don't know, guys. Good luck. He's got long arms, 34 3/4-inch arms. That's magic if he's playing wide receiver or tight end. At QB, it's kind of a hindrance. You don't want guys with long arms at QB. Their delivery's too long. Defensive backs, a good DB's going to see the ball coming a mile away. That said, if he does get some run, he's going to be very interesting for us in fantasy. Dangerous rushing threat. Transferred over from Boise State. A lot of starts under his belt. A lot of interceptions too. He may end up going top 100. Maybe QB5, QB6 off the board. We'll see how it all plays out for Mr. Taylen Green. That's what the insider sources are telling us, though, so we'll see. Outside of my top 10, I'm not going to do it. Not me. Let someone else draft him. Moving over to running back, we got his running mate, Big Mike Washington. This kid's a household name now. Everyone knows about Big Mike. Come on now. Just made a video on Big Mike. Go check that one out. Fan favorite, measured in at 6'5", 223, 4.33 40, guys, at that size. Insane. That speed, that burst, it definitely shows up on tape. He's explosive. You want to ding him? I think he needs to learn to play under better control when he's running full speed. He needs to gather himself in the open field. He doesn't always play up to his size all the time. I mean, he's definitely has his moments, but contact balance is a little hit or miss. We should hear Mike Washington's name called day 2. Currently, I believe RB5 for me, so he was a stock up for me too, even though I was pretty high on him going in. You guys know I've been a Mike Washington guy all year long. I've already got my shares. I'll say this too, get your shares, but if you play Dynasty, do not overpay for running backs unless they're bona fide, locked in, loaded, 3-down dudes. Period. That's it. Those are the only guys you want. I'm not there yet with Big Mike. I love him. No one's going to be higher on Big Mike than your old pal Luigi. But I've been seeing some Amari Hampton comps for Washington. I'm not quite there with him. Let's keep it cruising, guys. That's the only running back who's actually a stock up in the eyes of NFL scouts. I'll say this, guys. This is not a very long list. I was on Twitter the other day. I'm seeing stock up reports, 25 guys. If there's 25 guys with stock up reports, then the NFL scouts aren't doing their job very well before the NFL scouting combine. Let's talk tight ends now. 2 Southern Methodist dudes. Mathew Hibner. Remember the name. No one's talking about this kid. For me personally, this is the biggest riser on my board. A rare miss for your old pal Luigi. I was way off the radar on this kid. Lord have mercy. This kid can play. Major sleeper alert. Get your shares. Gonna be free. Michigan, man. Transferred over from Michigan. That's tight end to you guys. You better pay attention to those Michigan tight ends. All of them. 6'4", 250. Ran a 4.57. Still no one talking about him. Strong frame. Very intelligent. He's going to be in the league longer than you think. Just one of those guys. Get your shares. Heard it here first. I'll probably make a more in-depth video on him before the draft. He's got excellent tape. Move over to his running mate. SMU's RJ Maryland. Russell Maryland's kid. That's pretty cool. Former NFL Draft 101 Russell Maryland. 1991 draft. Dallas Cowboys. I actually had a pretty decent grade on this kid coming into this season. You know, maybe early day 3. Guys started leapfrogging him. Slowly just kind of moving further and further down my list. This is an NFL guy. You can't let him fall too far down your rankings. Come on, Luigi. 6'3.5", 235. Ran a 4.51 at the combine. He's a move piece. He can line up in the slot. I think he's recouped some value here at the combine. I think he's back in that early, mid-day 3 conversation. And a player who could emerge, given the opportunity. It's a game of opportunity, guys. Circle the name, RJ Maryland. He's a stock up. Eli Stowers. Man, he blew the doors off the combine. He jumped out of the proverbial gym, Mr. D. He was tight end 2 for me entering the week. Still tight end 2. No changes for me, but he's a guy who may end up going back into first round now. Definitely in that top 50 conversation. He measured in at 6'3.5", 239, ran a 4.51. 45.5-inch vertical jump, 11 foot 3-inch broad. He's a QB convert, highly touted recruit, former 4-star QB, signed to Texas A&M out of high school, transferred over to New Mexico State. He was competing with Diego Pavia for the QB position there. Pavia won the job. Stowers said, okay, maybe I am a better tight end than I am a quarterback. They both moved over to Vandy. The rest is history. Good for you, Eli Stowers. Gotta love it. Taylen Green, this could be you, man. Hope you're taking notes. If you're gonna ding him, I say, play strength is maybe a concern. Sometimes he does look a little bit like a guy still learning the position. That's it for the tight end risers. A lot of people had Kenyon Sadiq as a riser, a bunch of other guys. Sam Roush. None of those guys are risers. Get out of here. Everyone already knew Kenyon Sadiq was a freak. You're living in a cave. And Sam Roush, solid player. I'm not sure he's ever going to be a contributor for us in our fantasy leagues. I don't like those short arm tight ends. Twitter's going to learn about arm length one day. It's nuanced stuff, guys. Deion Burks. This is another guy who's kind of recouped his value here with the scouting combine. He was a high-profile transfer from Purdue in 2024. A lot of people thought he'd be a top 100 guy. Stock kind of dipped, though. Just hasn't been able to make his mark for the Sooners like many thought he would. He's one of those guys, his best ball may be ahead of him. Translatable toolkit, all the traits you look for, really. I mean, he's not the longest guy, but measured in at 5'9 3/4", 180 pounds. He jumped 10'11", Vertical jump 42.5. 40-yard dash 4.3 flat. We're talking about explosion. He's a slot guy, underneath weapon, but he can get behind your defense. You might want to put him in a bucket with like a Jalen Noel. I've heard some Deion Branch comps. Not sure about that one. We'll see. You know, he may earn some targets, but I don't think he's ever going to be a high volume guy. Him and Zachariah Branch, similar kind of mold. Gadget guy, maybe too harsh, but still one of my favorite players in this class, though. I like him a lot. You want to talk real upside, maybe a Zay Flowers. There he is. Had to make a splash with this one. Make you guys say, who's that? That's Skyler Bell. Skyler Bell flying up draft boards. Very productive season for UConn. Knocked it out of the park at the combine. I didn't expect him to run this fast. Ran a 4.4 flat at 5'11 and a half, 192, 10-inch hands, 76-inch wing. That means he can line up outside, guys. 31 and an 1/8-inch arm. Those are boxes, guys. Key boxes for wide receivers. This means this guy can line up all over the field. A lot of upside. Sign me up, man. We're going to do a Skyler Bell highlight review on this channel. Stay tuned. Flying up my draft board. Good frame. Looks the part. Very impressed with what I saw at the combine. UConn, lower level of competition. You want to see, can he compete at the next level? Yes, he can, guys. Big time stock up. I mean, another one of these dudes just jumped out of the gym. Freaky workout. 11-foot 1-inch broad jump. 41-inch vert. I wouldn't be shocked if he went top 100 at least in this draft class. And for fantasy purposes, sneaky upside. If a team really needs a wide receiver, just get this kid a damn ball. He'll put up some numbers for you. We're going to circle back around to old Skyler Bell. Here he is, my guy. This may end up being wide receiver 1 in the whole freaking class when it's all said and done. This is a damn good wide receiver. And he's a stock up because, like Skyler Bell, very productive, lower level of competition though. Freaky testing numbers, man. Holy Christmas. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting maybe, a 40-inch vertical or something like that. Maybe decent numbers. Prove that he can compete at the next level. I wasn't expecting this. Measured in at 6'2 and 3/4, 204 pounds, 32 and an 1/8-inch arms, excellent length. Knocked it out of the park. 4.3, 440, 41 and a half-inch vert. Broad jump, 11-foot 1 inches. 4.15 short shuttle, props for even running the shuttle. 3 cone, 7 flat. This is Trey Lance's little brother, guys, if you didn't know that. I think he ends up going day 2, maybe even top 50. We'll see. I mean, he really knocked it out of the park with that combine performance. Sneaky high ceiling. Heard it here first, guys. Get your shares. Ted Hurst, Georgia State. I was talking about this kid last year, too. Brandon Lejeune will tell you. You don't have to watch more than about 30 seconds of tape to say, holy Christmas, this kid's traitsy as hell. Twitched up. Nice long, lean frame. He measured in 6'3 3/4, 206 pounds, 32 and a half inch arms, 79-inch wing, 9 3/4-inch hands. All the length you look for. Ran a 4.4 240, 11-foot 3-inch broad, 36 and a half-inch vert. He's been a steady riser all year long. Since last year, too. Had a good season last season. Flashed at the Senior Bowl. I still think he's more of a round 4 prospect, but he could go as high as round 2. A lot of teams covet traits like this. Personally, I'd rather have a Bryce Lance, someone with a little more nuance to their game. Higher floor. Could see him fitting in with a team like Green Bay. I hope he goes to a team like that, not a team like the Panthers or something like that. Jeff Caldwell, Cincinnati wide receiver. This is going to be the last riser on the list. Should come as no surprise, really. Kid's getting a ton of buzz. Monster showing at the combine. He measured in at 6'4" 3/4, 216 pounds. Ran a scorching hot 4.3 140. 42-inch vert, 11-foot 2-inch broad. Big bodied kid, 32.5-inch arms, 78-inch wing, 9 3/4 inch hands. Traced up. I already pulled highlights on this kid. We're going to do a video soon on this channel. He's a good football player. See here, he transferred over from Linwood. He was very productive. Had a decent year from Cincinnati. Kind of a traits-based project right now. Tested like a top 10 guy, but we're not talking about a first rounder. We're probably not talking about a day 2 guy. We're talking about a guy who maybe goes round 5. Think maybe Dante Thornton range. That's what I'm hearing so far. I'll let you know if anything changes. He's got the floor of a practice squatter, so be careful out there, guys. Kind of some Isaiah Nair to his game. Big, long dude. Yeah, throw him the ball. He'll make some plays, but you're not going to expect him to be a steady contributor. I could see him fitting on a team like the Cowboys. Rotational piece. Nice compliment to what they already have. That'll pretty much do it. Those are the risers. Give you a little bonus here. Malachi Fields. He's a faller for me. This is not pro source. This is just your old pal Luigi saying, I was a little disappointed in the 4.6. I was hearing this kid may run in the 4.4, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. You guys dropping Malachi Fields at all after the combine? I mean, he did pretty well in some of the other events. Agility was good. He's a good player. He was getting like top 50 grades recently. Some people were even talking about him back end of round 1. I think that ship has sailed. Now I'm seeing more of a round 4 guy personally, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Appreciate your feedback and support. Hey, you guys notice I didn't flash one RAS score in this entire video. That's because I think RAS scores are lame. Meaningless, muddy data. You gotta look at each individual testing number. I don't want to start just clumping everything together and coming up with averages and all that. I heard someone tell me, I'm not going to name any names, but they told me Antonio Williams had a bad workout. They were concerned. I told them there's nothing to be concerned about. It's a good workout. He said, I need to learn to read. Bro, some of these people are so rude these days. Let me just lay out the numbers for Antonio Williams. Ran a 4.41, 39.5-inch vert, 10-foot 4-inch broad, 7 flat 3-cone. 5'11 and a half. That's taller than some people thought he would be. 187 pounds. Those are good numbers, guys. Are you kidding me? These analytics people, I tell you. Actually, he's a film guy, but he's getting swayed by the analytics community suddenly. He says Antonio Williams is a below average athlete, and that's science. Okay, guys. The model doesn't like it. Hey, God forbid. Maybe I should be like JJ Zacharyson. My model, blah, 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 my model, blah, 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 my model. That's called lying with statistics. Dude is wrong about mostly everything. He's very convincing, though, isn't he? To a lot of you. I can't deal with it, bro. But anyways, here he goes. God bless him. It's people like him that make winning my Dynasty League so freaking easy. I'm out of here, guys. On that note, on a high note, it's lonely at the top. Lord have mercy. Mr. D knows. That'll do it, my friends. I've been your host, LuigiTedone. Check out that website, ProDraftScouting.com. Shoot me an email, LuigiTedone@ProDraftScouting.com. If you want to join the Discord, just talk ball, let me know. That'll do it, guys. Till next time, get your shares.